A man stepped on an old dog. The old dog was in a hurry and ran all over the place. The man fell to the ground, but the man blamed the dog for his age. He kicked him right out, and he became a stray dog. All those years of loyalty, and this is what he got. There's nothing more tragic in a dog's life. At that moment, he didn't care about anything, but his stomach was growling with hunger. So he tried to chase the bunny, but he couldn't. He turned back to the squirrel, but he couldn't even catch the little squirrel. Now that he's getting older, it's hard to put food on the table. How will he live the rest of his life? I can't tell you what it's like. The old dog pulled a small vine out of the grass. He thought about his sad old age, and he wept. He pulls out the vine. He looks at the broken branch. He made a decision. He wanted to end his life. Suddenly a voice stopped him. It was his enemy, the wolf. The wolf asked him what he was doing. The dog said he was out for a walk. The dog was confused, hurriedly holding up the rope in his hand. Seeing that he couldn't hide it from the old wolf, the old dog could no longer keep up his disguise. Old wolf asked him if he remembered him. Of course he did. When he was young, he was a housekeeper. He had fought with the wolf many times. The wolf asked him why he was abandoned. The dog told him the truth, but the wolf said, "What's the big deal?" He'd never eaten a meal in his life. Old wolf laughed and laughed. He almost broke his back. They're both getting old. This night, instead of fighting, these two old enemies, they talked all night. The old wolf wanted to help his old friend. When the sun came up, the master and his family were cutting meat in the field. The children were in the shade. Suddenly, the wolf came out of nowhere and took the child straight away. The master and his family were screaming for help. The wolf ran as fast as he could. The master was so anxious. He chased after him like a madman. The wolf blinked his eyes, and then the old dog ran out of the way. The old dog ran out of the way. The man arrived. He saw the old dog fighting with the old wolf. After a few minutes of fighting between the two, the old wolf was defeated. He left in a blaze of glory. The old dog succeeded in rescuing the child. He ran to his master. The old wolf was watching from a distance. He saw the old dog being taken in by his master, and then he was relieved. The old dog went back to his old life, but he didn't know how the old wolf was doing. That day, there was a party at the old dog's owner's house. The house was full of people, and there was a lot of food. The old dog had an idea to head for the forest in the snow. The old wolf was shivering in the cold. Suddenly the old dog came panting back to his master's house. The old dog stole a lot of food. He gave the old wolf some meat. At last the wolf had a good meal. The old dog continued to steal at the feast. The wolf ate meat under the table. Chicken legs, drinks, everything. The wolf's little tummy was soon full. The wolf was even satisfied, and thanked old dog for his hospitality. It was time to say goodbye. The old dog was a little saddened, and then the wolf howled. The people in the house fell silent. They heard the wolf's cry. They all picked up their tools and stared at the bottom of the table. A ferocious dog barked from under the table. The dog chased the wolf out of the house. Two old enemies of 10 years, now enemies and friends. Because of the hardships of life, they put aside their former hatred. The wolf understands the dog's work, and the dog is grateful for the wolf's help.